Hello and welcome to my channel Arun Excel Biotech to make life easy. Today in this tutorial we are going to learn about the two functions within the Vlookup. First columns and second match function. How to use both functions in Vlookup to have multiple values in a one click. The main purpose of these two functions is to look up a given value in a small data table and it gives a corresponding value from the same row. We have to keep in mind that the value that we are looking has to be the leftmost column of a given data table and the corresponding values always on the right side of the VLOOKUP column. In VLOOKUP, our data table has a vertical columns and data starts from header to the bottom. So let's have an example for the VLOOKUP column function. We have given a small raw data set and you have been told to find the values of a given IDs. They have some corresponding values. We like to find the particular IDs that are given here in the given raw data where our VLOOKUP function comes in the first argument. So here we use our first VLOOKUP function as VLOOKUP. As we write VLOOKUP and press the tab key, we take complete VLOOKUP and ask the first argument is the VLOOKUP value. Our VLOOKUP value exists in this column and row. It's a 821 and we fix the column 821 and put the comma. The second argument in the VLOOKUP function comes table array. Table array is our raw data table, and we select full table by pressing Shift Control down arrow key. After selecting the table array, we fix the table array with dollar function and put the comma. I will show you by zooming like this. I completely fixed the table and put the comma. Next argument comes the column index. Column index is the column number in the given raw data table. You can see here as I put the column numbers. If you want to know more about the column index numbers, how we gave in the VLOOKUP, you have to see my earlier video which I prepare on the VLOOKUP, and that I will provide in the I button. So here in this table we are using a column function because we want to fetch multiple column information. So and it can be done by a function called column. So we select the column function and column function have its own argument. It's asking array, and what is the array here is again the column of a given array table. So we select the first two column and we fix the first column argument of array by pressing F4. Why we are fixing this first argument? Because we don't want that our lookup column will change from first to second when we drag the formula ahead in the cells. But the second argument, it should goes from B to C, C to D, D to E, and it will go further in the columns. So we fix the first argument and close the parenthesis. After closing the parenthesis, the column function is complete. We returns to the VLOOKUP function and it asks us the lookup range. Lookup range, we always give the perfect match, exact match. For the exact match, we can write here false or a 0. I will write 0 and again close the parenthesis and hit the enter. As we put the enter, you can see it's giving us information, and as we move the formula ahead, with we drag the formula ahead, we have all the values, and now if we have to check it's giving a correct value or not. So here we have a gene ID 1084, and we look this value ID 1084 here. It have a gene symbol GCLC, and its fold value, fold change value is 2.204. And if we see here, gene symbol is GLC is right, and fold change value is 2.204. It's giving correct. It's giving us the correct information from the raw data. But now question is that what if we drag this formula down? It can give us all the information. Let's have a look. We drag the formula down. Yes, it's giving the information here. We will check what are the information is giving. Yes, all four information are different. And is the gene symbols are different? Yes, gene symbols are different. So we drag the whole formula up to here. And yes, so we write once the formula correctly, and it's automatically giving us all the information from the raw data for the multiple columns, not one by one, only in one time writing a formula. So now we will check again whether these informations are right or wrong. So we go for this ID 4776, and its gene symbol is HSPB6. So 4776 is here, and its gene symbol name is HSPB6, correct? And if we check the full value 1.178, 1.178, completely correct. So now this is the column function, the VLOOKUP. Now we have given the another data, another table, and in this table we have some desired information columns, and we require the information for these. But difference between uh, both the tables are columns are not same as the previously one. So here you can see these two columns are same, but these two columns are not same. So here gene symbol comes as a second column. In the previous one it was a third. So when we are we want to information, so it will switch from column 2 to column 4. We don't need the information of column 3. Column function with the VLOOKUP can provide this information to us. We have to check whether the column function is working with this formula. VLOOKUP is like our ID. We fix the column, comma, again we go to the table array. It's like the table array here, and F4, comma, columns array. We give the array again in the columns, fix it first column array, close it, comma, 0, comma, enter. And let's see, it's giving the ID because it's the first column, but when we are switching to the fourth column, it's not giving. The fourth column is giving a different. So you can see it's working as previously, but we want the different column. So p value is giving as a species. P value is not a species. So it should have to jump to the column, not the same. So basic idea, what it says, when you are using a column function, the two tables have almost exact 100% same columns. But when the two tables don't have a same columns, then the column function don't work properly. So now to how we can solve this. To solve this, we have to use another function is called the match function. VLOOKUP plus match. Let's have a look on a VLOOKUP plus match function. We choose our ID and fix the ID like this, press comma. Again, the table array is the same as we are choosing earlier with Control Shift and down arrow key. Fix it. As we fix, I will zoom it a little bit so you guys can see properly. After fixing, I put comma and the column index. Column index we will replace with the match function. You replace the match function, and now match function has its own arguments. So it's asking a lookup value. What we are looking in the match function, we are looking this here, and we have to fix. So now we are here. I will again zoom, and we have to fix the row here. So row is an F26. So we fix the row, put comma, and it's asking a lookup array. Lookup array is the same as earlier we choose in the column function. Lookup array not more, less and not more than the header of the array table. Header of the array table we choose the header of the table and put the dollar sign by pressing the F4, put comma, and as put the comma, you can see here it asking a match type. What kind of match type we need? We need the exact match type, so we give the argument 0 and close the parenthesis. As we close the parenthesis, our match function is complete. Now it returns us to the lookup function, and as we put comma, lookup function asks the lookup range. Lookup range is again the exact match, and we write a 0 and put close the parenthesis and hit the enter. As we hit the enter, you can see we have some information for the particular ID. And now the main thing we have to check, as we move this formula ahead in that row, it should jump from FA matrix ID to a gene symbol. We don't need the gene description here. So let's move. Let's see. Oh yes, it's giving the gene symbol information. Whether it gives the species name, yes, it's giving a species name. P-value, yes. Now thing is that it have to jump from p-value to fold change. Let's see what is it, whether it jump or not. Oh yes, you can see 2.204, 2.204 is moving, is jumping very well. So if we drag this formula down, it's giving all the informations. And if we move completely ahead, you can see guys, the gene function is working. So it gives all the gene symbol information as we needed to jump from one column to another column. So I hope you guys have understand the difference between these two important functions, how we can use with the VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP plus column, VLOOKUP with plus match function. So if you like this video, give the thumbs up. If you like to improve your Excel skills, please consider to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.